In this video, we're going to learn about operators. Operators are really just functions that take inputs and produce outputs. So let's go ahead and create a program that uses operators. So we're going to start by clicking on the green flag, and then we're going to say something. And the something is going to be the output of an operator. So here's the addition operator, and it has two inputs, so it's a binary operation. Okay, so it does 1 plus 2, and as you would expect, it's going to produce 3. Alright, you can also combine operators to produce expressions. So here, for example, we have 10 minus 6, or minus 5, and that gives us 5, plus 2, that's going to give us 7. Alright, so those are binary operations. You can also have operations with a single input. Those are unary operations. So for example, we might want to round the number 3.5. That's going to give us 4. And we might want to use mathematical functions. So for example, here we're going to do the square root of the number 9. That gives us a 3. There's a whole range. You can do trigonometry, you can do log, you can do exponential, you can do powers. So this is really useful, to do math. Another useful thing with numbers is that we love to generate random numbers. So that can be useful for games, it can be useful for doing probabilities, really lots of applications in computer science. So here what we're going to do is pick a random value between 1 and 10. Let's try this. So first we get 10, then we get 8, then we get 6. So really random number generation. Very, very useful in computer science. Everything I showed you up until now was with numbers. Something else that we like to do in computer science is use text. And text in computer science is typically called a string. This is an operator that joins two strings, two inputs here, hello and world, and it's going to produce the string hello world. We can also count or find a letter in a word. So for example, here I'm looking for the third letter in the word world. And so 1, 2, 3, that would be the letter R. You can see it here. One other thing you can do with these strings is measure their length, so how many characters are on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there should be 5 characters, and that's what's produced as an output of this operator. Okay, so we've seen things that produce numbers, we've seen things that produce text. There's another category of values that are really, really important in the computer science world, and that's a Boolean. Okay, so if I do 1 smaller than 2, you don't expect the output to be a number. What you expect is a statement. Is this true or false? And that's what a Boolean is. It's true or false. You can only take those two values. So if I run this, it's going to tell me true because 1 is indeed smaller than 2. And you can tell the Booleans apart from the other operators because they have these little corners. Okay, now we can combine Booleans, and when we do that, we say that we're doing Boolean logic, okay? So this AND operator is going to perform Boolean logic, and it takes 2 Boolean values as an input. So remember before we had 1 smaller than 2. And that's true. And here let's do the same. So 1 smaller than true, 2. And that's true. So true and true equal true. Okay, that's something you just have to learn. True and false equals false. Okay? False and false equals false. And that's pretty much all you need to know for the and Boolean operator. We can also do or. Okay, so I'm going to again plug these ones in. So here if we do 1 smaller than 2 or 1 smaller than 2. So again, we have true or true. Is this true or is this true? And then that's going to be true because both of them are true. Okay, if both are true, then the output of the or logic is true. If we do 2, or if we do false or true, false or true, that's also going to give us true because you just need one of them to be true for or to be true. And if neither of them are true, so this one is false or false, then we end up with false. So with the or rule, you just need one of the two inputs to be true for the output to be true. With the and, it was different. With the and, you needed both inputs to be true for the output to be true. Alright, and something that's pretty useful as well is the not operator. So not just says, okay, we're going to do the opposite, right? So 1 smaller than 2, we know that's true, okay, and